yeah. I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends. Oh, baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. Cause to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh, baby, oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You see, my problem is this: I'm dreaming away, wishing that you must actually exist. I cry watching the days. Did you see I'm a fool in so many ways? Cause to lose all my senses, that's just so typically me. Oh, baby, oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not the innocent. Oh, oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Saturday afternoon. So, is this no smoke Saturday for Connie, or is he getting his first cigarette in a few hours? I guess that's what he was saying earlier. Yeah. So, this community is turning into a surfeit, or for those of you like Connie, an excessive amount of clusterfucks. And I guess he thinks that we're all a bunch of Chomo backers. Guess what? I haven't been back on the peace panel since the first night I was there, and I was turned off by the dono grab, Connie. I haven't been back to Quick Vicks since I found out about the DJ Wraith business. See, that's how I deal with it. But on my last panel, I reviewed my appearance on Quick Vic, where I talked about his mother and how she had made herself a part of this. And he insisted that Ellen is innocent. Innocent. He told me that I was lying when I said that she has expectations, even expectations of a dollar amount. And he said, that's a lie. That's a lie. My mom is innocent. My mom is innocent. He was screaming it on his own live stream at me yesterday. For the record, Connie, I have never called your mother a hooker. For all I know, she's not that different from you, and it's too much like work. It's also the same reason I take Wandering Hippie's tale about you and the blowjob with a grain of salt. Also, too much like work. You're a shiftless little fuck. So I don't give it any credence. But in terms of the grift and the expectations and the I want weed money now, there's a rotten apple tree. A rotten apple tree. And you're her tiny, pathetic, wizened, poisoned little apple that's still clinging to a branch because you never could cut the strings. So we're gonna talk about Ellen and Ellen's footprint in this community. Everybody that's ever listened to one of Connie's streams has heard the Greek Mrs. Wallowitz come in and say, "Did you get anything yet?" We've all heard it. You need to stop fronting, Rebel. You really, really do. Stop lying. Take the blinders off, your rose-tinted glasses. You're a stupid little fool. Your mother's very first appearance in this community was marked by her monetary expectations. And I'm not even talking about where she smacked you around. I'm talking about the lawless panel, where she paneled up. Came up even under another account that was separate from yours. So she was a panelist. And whether you like it or not, that makes her part of this. That makes her fair game. When you appear on a panel, you become part of it. It's why, unless it's something truly, truly crazy, if somebody's just having a little, spat with Ace, Andrew's not going to interfere because even though she's his wife, she is part of this. And she's a big girl. She can handle up on her own business. And boy, your mom's got a loud mouth. She can apparently handle up on her own business too, Connie. Calling everybody fuckers and faggots. Fuck you, fuck you. I get that you love your mother, Connie. In your more honest moments, the mistakes that she made raising you and the mistakes she's made ever since, and the disappointment you feel comes through your voice. But it's always tempered with, but I love her. And that's to be expected. It really is. But you can't possibly expect all of us to have those kind of blinders on when it comes to her and her behavior. So, without further ado, I am going to say hi to the lovely people that have come to my panel to give me time today. Time, Connie, is one of the most valuable things that people have. And welcome them to the chat. on Sugar Crits First with the Flames. Welcome. Resolution. Katie. Yep. The topic is the notorious E. So one of the things I'm also going to do is I'm going to share the channel. And this is a huge channel, by the way, where I got this song from. But it is the song, it is the channel with the covers. The channel is called Postmodern Jukebox. It's got over 6 million subscribers. And there's just a lot of great new fresh takes on old favorites. COVIDs, welcome to the chat. Sam Weiser. Hey, Six Banger, what you dabbing today, bud? Defend, thank you for coming. Wendy O. Yeah, I thought it was a cool song. I was looking for a cover and then I remembered this channel and I didn't want to use the Britney version. I don't think Britney's a good singer. Richard Cheese. So I put on regular clothes instead of sloppy ones just for you so I could bring Tobers out, okay? Anonymous, welcome. Beach, thank you for coming. I don't know. When I was on Quick Vicks, he said that, you know, if I would respect all mothers, like his mother's so worthy of respect. She ain't my mother. My mother died 10 years ago. She was my best friend. She was not somebody who could be replaced. Dave Peterson. I think he hates her as much as he loves her, Dave, to be honest. Big Brick, welcome to the chat. So we are going to start off with this.
Compare it, you retard.
Do you believe it's okay for him to beg for $10 on the internet just to buy a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah, I think he's done enough work on here and taken enough shit from you fucking assholes. Yeah, you should all give money. Everybody should throw fucking $100 each on here to hear us, you fucker.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we'll get off.
here.
Otherwise, we'll get off, and you'll have to follow us in person like you want.
All right.
Keep screaming, you dumb cow.
I do believe.
Unmute.
Well. What's this? They're part of the same place. They're part of the same time. Yup, they sure are. She's on a panel. And guess what? Mom's voicing her expectations. Not just expectations of money, but expectations of all of you to throw $100 a piece to hear us. You say your mother is innocent with no expectations. No expectations at all. She doesn't know what's going on. Well, maybe she doesn't know about the level of depravity you have sunk to in your particular fuck shit because you view yourself eternally innocent. That's probably how she doesn't know what's going on. But as far as her knowing that you come on the internet, onto YouTube to e-bag for your vices, yeah, she knows all about it. She expects it. She comes in your room. Did you get us anything yet, Costa? Stop with the front. Stop. Here's some more expectations.
So that's it. Are we all going to part ways now? Most of us just going to part ways. That's basically what's going to happen if people don't help me out with $60 today. We're just going to part ways. At this point now, I'm not going to acknowledge nobody. I don't want anybody's support. If y'all have any concern about what's going on, I don't care.
From another court. What the fuck are these, jealous? Let me talk.
No,
Get me on there to talk.
Just wait.
Get me on there to talk.
From the New Bedford District Court.
Okay.
These people want us to die, Mom.
Why? What are they saying? Yeah, they probably do because they're too cheap to pay up. Money's more important. Millions to make sure they got millions in case there's another
Mom.
fucking
Right.
Holocaust.
Too cheap to pay up, huh? Okay. Yeah. Right. My mom is innocent. She doesn't even know what's going on. She knows you're on here trying to get money for your bad, junky ways. And not much else. And because she's an ex-heroin addict that depends on the weed to keep her leveled out, she's all about it too.
She's very quiet and we can't hear her over everyone else.
This is a bunch of mental patients. So the mental patients want to say to me, no, nobody ran you off the road. The mental patients say that. And
I don't even know what you're talking about, you dizzy
When
cunt.
I've been nothing but nice to your fucking son, now I'm the mental patient?
Just the fact that your son lets you come up here and get this treatment shows what a bitch-made little fucking faggot he is. You're a cunt and he's a faggot.
And I think we can all agree that getting your mum to fight, I think we can all agree, Connie's mum, that getting your mum to fight your battles for you on YouTube is not
It's
good
fucking
look.
pathetic.
It's not a good look.
Mr. Britton, go have a cup of tea.
It's not a good look, Connie's mum. The fact that I'm talking to Connie's mum should tell you how ridiculous and pathetic this is.
I never came on.
I'm talking to someone's mum on YouTube. What the fuck?
Get your fucking son under control. Tell him to stop talking to kids on the fucking internet, and tell him to get a fucking job.
No, you know why?
Oh, he's sitting there tonic. Did you see today? All day he's begging for cigarette money because him and his piece of shit mother are bums. You fucking losers. You can't afford $10, you fucking piece of shit. You fucking losers.
The Brett went up to $100, Brett. $100.
To be fair, he learned that from Polly.
Yeah, he did learn that from
Just
Polly.
to listen to him. You know, you think this is funny. Go for it. Keep going.
It's fucking hilarious. Wait, hold on real quick. It's hilarious that little bitch-made son of yours let his mommy go talk to the mean people. You're as fucking dumb as he is, you fat, ugly bitch.
Yeah, Connie is now just like Cyrex at this point. 100%.
I heard him, and I
mean, I was trying to be nothing but nice, so.
Fuck nice, you fucking scumbags. These house-stealing scumbags don't deserve nice. This bitch deserves a fucking kick in the teeth, and her son deserves worse. They're bums. They tried to steal Granny's house. They were homeless little fucking scumbags, and now they just leech off of society.
Why did you sleep with their stepmom?
Hurry up and fucking die.
Why did you sleep with their stepmom?
I did. Prove it. Show receipts. Show receipts. Because
Once again, she interjects $100. $100. More expectations, Connie. More expectations. But see, she's innocent, right? She's never encouraged you to get on here and ask for money. She's never said, get back to the e-bag, Costa. She's never come into your room and said, did we get anything yet? Or she's never called people too cheap or cheap fucks. Never? You really hate being told what to do. See, because the most damning video of you and your mother is the day you went totally insane. See, you keep insisting that this is not money. This is not about money. But every single thing that is happening, including your harassment order violation charges, can be traced back to the fact that you went totally batshit bonkers when you didn't get the money that you demanded. See, you can't have things both ways for your lawyer and the court system. You can't say that your restreams of Richard Cheese's restream on your channel that you think nobody knows about is evidence that's going to put all of us in federal prison. Guess what? Trust and believe I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck what you think you have. But then you turn right around and say our videos of you, our videos of your mother, that our videos of you are not evidence of what you've done, are not evidence of your behavior, are not evidence of expectations. See, you cannot have this both ways. Either they both are or neither are. So all you have is evidence of a community on social media that has grown to detest you because your unrelenting expectations and how you behave when those expectations were not met. Everything. See, you have so many tells. It's like your little rant yesterday about Bedtime Clown and Voodoo Queen. See, they're psychoanalyzing you was never a problem that you vocalized to the rest of the world until they stopped donating. That's when it became a problem. You know, those folks were just trying to help you. They were just trying to be a friend to you, even though you're a boring as fuck wet blanket on everything you touch. They were just trying to be kind. And I mean, even your mother is unhappy with the way you bit their hands. Who else ever gave a shit if you and your mother had a Merry Christmas the way those two did? It's the same story about everyone that stops donating. Exactly right, Raz. It's always the same. See, you think that you are a special exception to every rule. You display behavior that in other people you call out. The suicide trolling, you think when you tell people to kill themselves, that's not suicide trolling? It is. Definitely is. You have no room to talk about suicide baiting. None whatsoever. But that behavior that you call out in others, you offer up excuses and why we should all make exceptions for Rebs because we don't know what he's going through. Fuck you. You are such a little kid. It is such a childlike mentality. It's such a childlike mentality to think that you're always the exception for every rule, Connie, because you're not. You are not. You're not the special exception. And that's going to be your downfall with the bench trial because you are a stupid little fuck. What happened? Did I get to you? Did others get to you telling you that you're never going to convince a jury of 6 or however many it was going to be that to like you? Because that was going to be a deciding factor if they were going to give you a break. They weren't ever going to like you. They were going to detest you and they were going to want to see the full weight put on you. But the thing was, is you were in a big catch-22, Connie. Because as much as the jury is going to detest you, the judge is going to detest you more. Because, see, the morning that you insulted that judge on YouTube, you didn't insult that person as a man. You didn't insult the judge as a man. You insulted the court. And I guarantee you, even if you do not have the same judge, and you may well might, that saw the video of you and said, I count that a violation, go and report it. Even if you don't get the same judge, they're going to see that video and they're not going to think well of you online, grifting for money, smoking weed, talking about the person you have an active restraining order from, and insulting the court, because that is the way the judge is going to view it. And there's not any mitigating circumstances. There's not any mob boss brain is trying to threaten mine and my mom's lives. And there's not going to be any of that. You're fucked. That is not going to be a mitigating factor. And I don't care what they tell you. They are full of it. They are people that are using you to go at people that just want to pander to you because they're on the opposite side of everybody else. But it's not because they really believe you. It's not because they think you're not a grifter. It's not because they think you don't need to get your act together and stop being a loser. That's not why. You're just a pawn. And you're so stupid. You're just a checker. You're just a checker. You can't even be a chess piece. I mean, at least if you were a chess piece, there'd be some artisan work, craftsmanship there. But no. So now I am going to share this last video, which is a longer video. However, I think it's one of the most damning interactions between Connie and his mom. And I saw you come in, Newman. Thanks for stopping by. So now we're going back to the momentous morning that Rebel came in.
I know it's late. I have nothing. You don't understand. Like, I kind of fucked this up here because we don't have any money from these people anymore, but they're going to literally let us die here. And so I don't even know what to say anymore. But I can't get donations from fuck people. It's not.
What's that, Connie? Did mom just come in the room? Huh? Huh, little bitch? Did she just come in the room? Asking, did we get anything yet? Huh? I will continue.
Not going to happen. It's not going to fucking happen. They want me fucking dead. I'm telling you, they want me fucking dead. That's it. And I'm not going to give them what they want. I'm not fucking giving them what they want. Like, I'm not going to stop putting up their fucking shit to piss them off. That's what they want me to do, is fucking appease to them and shit. When they put Ma's image up for 3 fucking years, like, and just allow that shit. And they think it's about the fucking money, Ma. They think I care about the fucking money. Tell them I care about the fucking money. Tell them how much I give a fuck about the money. Tell them, so that they know how much I give a fuck about the views of the fucking money. Tell them.
Yeah. Yep, you really sounded like you gave a fuck about the money. Just like you didn't give a fuck about the money. You only cared about the psychoanalysis once Bedtime Clown and Voodoo Queen stopped donating to you. That was when you started caring about the whole, let's try to get Connie some mental help and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you didn't care about that as long as they were paying you, as long as they were buying you weed. It was only when they stopped that you went nuts. And that's what led to the domino effect that landed you in court, that landed you on the ground, that landed you with a harassment order, that landed you with charges. Everything that has happened can be traced back to that. The business with Sancho. Why did you go live screaming about Sancho? Sancho never went live about you before. He never did. Look, there are people that have a mixed opinion of El Sancho at best, but he did not host panels about you. He did not come to your live streams. He did not talk about you. You were not a blip on his radar. He's a father. He's got a baby. He's busy. He don't give a fuck about you. And I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm just trying to relay this to you. And whatever you think of the way Sancho handled how everything went down, this can all be traced to the fact that you flipped out because you weren't getting donos. All of it. You couldn't handle it. You started to go insane. And that caused the domino effect. And that's not on any of us. It's not our fault. That's you. My daughter has schizophrenia. And she has seen a couple of videos of your behavior. And she said, Mom, having a mental illness is not an excuse to be a cunt. Because that's what you are. In whatever sense you want to apply it to. And for the record, occasionally, I think if somebody is so egregiously bad that the C word is justified, And you were one of those people.
I don't care. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I don't know what the fuck to do right now. I really don't know what the fuck to do. I got fucking 3 likes, 12 people watching me, and nobody liking this shit. People want me fucking dead, yo. People want me fucking dead.
Well, you got 2 options. Job application, assistance application. Of course, I do have to wonder about that retard check. I mean, it really is hard to fathom that you would have been eligible for some sort of, I'm kind of slow and had to repeat first grade and, I'm not smart enough to make my own way in the world. I've got to leech off mom's Section 8. I can't imagine that she was eligible for that sort of money on your behalf and wouldn't have gotten it. That's not the type of lady she strikes me as.
Oh, I'm end up dying because of these fucking people, Mom. Nah! I put too much work into this shit! These people did nothing! They did nothing! My intros do more shit than they've done! I take shits bigger than them! They ain't shit! They ain't fucking shit!
So she told you to give it up, huh? Is that why you started to go crazy? She told you to, maybe it was time to throw in the towel? Is that what happened? Just like the time they told you that you played too many video games and you needed to get offline and you went crazy like some little kid. See, because that's another thing that struck me. And I know you love the psychoanalysis. I know you do. The way you talk about how everybody's going to have money for the weekend. They're going to have their weed and their cigarettes and their this. They're going to have a good time. And the fact that you don't want to be told to get offline. You don't want to be told what to do. You know what? You sound like a petulant little child who wasn't invited to Susie's birthday party. You're always talking about elderly and disabled. Listen to the way you scream in front of your mother.
I'm losing my fucking mind, Mom. I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm losing my fucking mind because of these fucking people. They're making me lose my fucking mind. And they think I'm gonna go out there and fucking find a job, yo. They think I'm gonna go out there and find a fucking job like this. You fucking frauds! Frauds! Scammers! You is a fucking scammer! She tried to make me dox her fucking kid! She set me up! She's a rotten bitch! Ross Carmine about suicide! To mock me! To try to get me to kill myself! Ross.
You think that was all about you? You think Ross Kine's big screen moment or full screen moment was all about you, Connie? It ain't all about you, bruh. I mean, that's your problem, is you think it should be. But it's not. See, that's the difference between adults and children. We figure out that it's not all about us.
Khan did that shit to straight up fucking mock me, just like Bird, just like fucking Bird, to desensitize you fucks. And it worked. It fucking worked. It fucking worked. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna fucking kill me. They are. They are. They're gonna murder me. They're killers. They're terrorists. They need to go to jail. They need to go to fucking jail. You fucking terrorists. You fucking terrorist Proud Boy motherfuckers.
All of this because he didn't get weed money that day. Or the day before. But make no mistake, Costa, it was perfectly legal and perfectly okay for me to go behind the scenes last year and start talking about you, to start talking about what you had done, what you had said, the fact that you were never going to get your life in order and that you were going to fleece this community for money until you could no longer do so. And so I just had to make the day you could no longer do so come a little sooner. That's all I did. I treated it kind of like a political campaign. Because honestly, you're the kind of system abuser fuck that I spent the first part of my adult life in politics fighting against. A welfare leech of the worst kind. It isn't even your own fucking welfare. So I started talking to people about what you had done, who you were, things you had said. And it worked. Because now you have the women that are mad. The women, for the most part, don't like you. And when the women turn against somebody, they are finished. I'm sorry. It's just the way of the world. You really need to think how much you have fucked up. That the women here are no longer willing to give you any quarter for your behavior. Despite all of the sexist, nasty, misogynist shit you had said in the previous 2 years. So now we're at year 3 years of you. I explained on Quick Vicks that we had been through years of this. The threats, the doxing, the screaming, the tantrums, the expectations, the entitlement. And you said I was lying. You said I was lying. I'm not a liar. You know I'm not. You're the liar. And the worst part is you lie to yourself every fucking day. Every fucking day when you tell yourself, I know I'm right. I'm in the right. I'm in the right. You're not. And you're going to find out. You are going to find out. I don't know to what degree you'll find out, but you will.
I will rain hell on you. The feds will find out about everything you do. Everything! The feds are going to find out what they do. The feds are going to find out what they do. I'm going to let them know. I'm going to call the governor's office. I'm going to call your governor's office. I'm going to call your police stations. I'm going to call your neighbors. I'm going to call your jobs. I'm fucking motivated. Each and fucking every one of you who shows up in Rada's chat. Every fucking one of you that shows up in any one of their chats. Shifts. Anyone who shows up at shifts. Anyone who shows up at any of their fucking channels.
Wait, what's this? You haven't threatened anybody? I thought you didn't threaten anybody, Connie, that you didn't do nothing. You never did nothing to nobody. STL, if you expect that to be a reason that I'm not going to come after this grifting little fuck for calling me a liar in public, other men have not called me a liar in public. Of course, I don't know why I'm referring to Connie as a man. He's not. He's that little kid who didn't get invited to little Susie's birthday party, and he's pissed because everybody else is eating birthday cake and enjoying their party favors and getting to eat pizza with the rest of the kids and maybe even swimming in the pool, but not Connie. That's how he acts.
And I swear to fucking God, you are raining hell on yourselves. You guys will be exposed legally, within my rights, within my motherfucking rights. And I will never stop until you people lose your fucking jobs, lose your careers, lose everything, just like I did, just like me.
You never had anything. You never had a career. You never had a job you intended to hold on to longer than a snowball in hell. You didn't own anything. That house wasn't yours, so you didn't have anything to lose. You were walking away from an eviction with $1,000, with thousands of dollars in your pockets. That's what you were walking away with. So, want to explain?
You want to give me nothing? I'll make it so you guys have nothing. Nothing. And I will motivate myself with nothing to do so. I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I'm not.
So, you never had any expectations, never made any demands, never went insane because you weren't getting money. You don't want to give me anything. You want to give me nothing? Then I'll make sure you have nothing. Okay. You never threatened anybody, never threatened anybody's job, never threatened anybody's livelihood. See, you are such a pathetic excuse for a man, for a human being even. Rebel. That you don't know what it's like to have worked for anything. You don't. You don't know what it's like to have something that you've worked for, whether it is working your way from the ground up to get where you are in your career field. So how fucking dare you? How dare you so cavalierly threaten people in such a way? Fuck you.
I'm not dead yet. I'm not fucking dead. I'm not fucking dead. You ain't putting me nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. Your jobs, all of it, gone. Fucking gone. I will destroy their fucking lives. Legally. Fucking legally. Legally. I will fucking ruin them. Every fucking person within this fucking community. Show yourselves over there. I dare you. Madison Lee. All of you. Punkalicious. I don't give a fuck. All of you. Get ready. Your lives will change forever. Just like mine. Just like mine, motherfuckers. Don't give me a like, I swear to God, don't. Because I ain't gonna like you motherfuckers no more. No fucking more. No fucking more. I ain't even gonna accept your fucking donations, nothing. I will die off soon, don't worry. But before I do that, I'll take away your lives from you. Your jobs, I mean. Your fucking jobs, not your lives. Reiterate, your jobs legally. Through legal means. Calling your jobs, calling your bosses, calling your neighbors, spreading awareness about you fucking terrorists. I have to do whatever the fuck I have to do. I could be every fucking thing I have to do at any cost. I have to take your life away. I could be. Let me pull your image up too, bud. Hold the fuck up, bro, because we're about to take your job away too, son. Don't you worry, because it will happen, and I have people who do have my fucking back. Don't worry about that shit. Don't fucking worry. You wouldn't.
So you want to complain? This is all about you not getting money. And that's how you respond. You respond like a child. They're going to make me miserable. Well, I'm going to make them miserable. You petulant little brat. And I have never, ever condoned anybody sending anything to your house, anybody driving to your house, anybody following you in public, anybody filming you in public. Here's the problem though, Connie. You are starting to cross the territory into not just a social media lolcow, but a real life one as well. If you have people in your real life vicinity that are willing to go out and film you whenever you leave the house. Julie, Bookie Worm, there was no court case. Apparently, Rebel made an 11th hour request for a bench trial, and it was granted. Sancho got up early on Monday and left the house all dressed up, and in the end had nowhere to go. At no small expense to himself, by the way, because nobody called him to inform him. I don't have to really explain why I cover who I choose to cover. I know that there are people in the chat that like to come up on my community page and make comments under socks or even under their own account, or come in my chat and talk about how they long for the day that they do it on somebody else. I don't have to explain it to you. I don't have to justify anything. I don't have to even really explain why this little fucktard bothers me so much, even though I have in great detail. See, I don't come to other people's chats and act like an asshole when the topic isn't what I want it to be. I just go and find another chat or do something else.
Be here. You wouldn't fucking be here if you didn't think that I could do shit. You wouldn't fucking be here, bitch. Alright? You wanna fuck with me? Let's fucking play games, bro. Cause I'll go live again in 10 fucking minutes all over again and do the same fucking shit. You won't get a chance to strike nothing. You won't get a chance to strike nothing. You ain't striking nothing. 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 It is legal as fuck, motherfucker. It is fucking legal. You people are terrorists. I have the right to call out terrorists who are trying to affect my life, threaten me and kill me off. You won't kill me off, you terrorists. I'm gonna let everyone know about you people. Everyone. Everyone will know about every single one of you. And they'll know you back this pedophile. They'll know you back this fucking pedophile. Alright? They'll know you back this fucking pedophile. You motherfuckers. They'll know you back this pedophile. You fucking pieces of shit. They'll know all about you motherfuckers. All about you. And it is legal within my right to call you up for being nothing. Terrorists. Fucking terrorists. You fucking evil motherfuckers don't want to help me out? Watch, I'ma help you out. Don't worry. Don't fucking worry. We'll take care of every single one of you. Legally. Within my rights. Within my fucking rights! Watch me force things. Watch me fucking force things. Watch me fucking force things. They're gonna appease to my fucking needs, motherfucker. They're gonna give me money for weed or not. Because if not, motherfucker, either fucking way this is gonna happen. I don't give a shit. I will get an audience from the people who find this shit hilarious. The people who laugh at you and mock you, they're gonna give me money. They're gonna be the ones to have my fucking back, not you motherfuckers in the first place. I'll find someone else. Don't worry. Don't fucking worry. They'll find this shit hilarious. Just
this aged well, don't you think? He's still looking. When did Richard put this on his channel? 9 months ago. 9 months ago. How's that been working out for you, bruh? How? Didn't age well, did it?
just like Brett found his audience, and they love that shit. They're gonna love this fucking shit. Don't worry. They'll fucking love it, and they'll pay me money for it. And you motherfuckers can crawl and squirm like little rats in your little Discord servers, you little bitches, and you ain't gonna do nothing. Fucking nothing. You ain't gonna do shit. Don't help me out with weed. Don't help me out with cigarettes. You guys are just causing me to fucking die. Well, I'll kill y'all off slower. Legally speaking, I will kill y'all off slower. Hypothetically speaking, of course. Hypothetically speaking, I will fucking off y'all. Hypothetically speaking, off this fucking platform. You pieces of fucking shit. You motherfuckers. You fucking assholes. Fuck you.
What is where do you think you get off trying to say it wasn't all about the money? What do we do? It's always about the money. And displays like that. No, this is from several months ago, in all fairness. But it's just been more of the same ever since. Don't call me a liar, Connie. Just don't. So, I have said what I want to say about him. answered his allegations that I've lied. You know, I've never condoned anybody sending anything to your house or coming to your house or calling you or calling your mother. I've never done it myself, and I never will. So I don't know where you get off. The thing is, the world is full of shades of gray. Your little disagreement, or well, your parting with the P's, I believe it's a combination of two things. It's a combination of the fact that they would not make their channel and or their server a Connie utopia. That they weren't willing to kick out everybody that has a connection to a person that has a connection to a person that's connected to Andrew. They weren't willing to do that. You come into it, and it's been true for the past 3 years. You come into a server and then you expect to be a protected class. You aren't disabled. You have not been diagnosed with jack fucking shit. So, therefore, you are not a special class. You are just a shiftless loser bum that has reached the end of the road of pandling on YouTube, and you don't want to accept it. So, what do you think? You still going to say your mom's innocent? I'm pretty sure you will, because your brain doesn't work the way normal, rational thinking, intelligent people's brains do. Defend, I guarantee you that whatever diagnosis he received, it probably wasn't that in depth. And when you won't acknowledge how fucked up you are in the head, you know what they probably did? They just probably threw an MDD diagnosis. Let me tell you a little story about an 11-year-old girl who made her first trip into a mental hospital. That's what they came out with. Fast forward a year later, and the diagnosis is schizophrenia. Well, schizoaffective disorder that was later amended into schizophrenia. Yes. And the first thing that a psychiatrist with meds, a psychiatrist would do, would recommend that he see a PhD psychologist for a full psych evaluation. And that is not something that they do when they are processing you through a mental hospital. A mental hospital is for a crisis situation. It is for somebody who has active suicidal ideation, it's for somebody that might be too dangerous to be around people at the moment because they're making a medication adjustment. It's not for an in-depth treatment. Not that 7 to 10 day stint that most people do when they're admitted. At least that's the way it works in Texas. Not sure about Massachusetts. He might, because he was certainly a different person when he came out. I mean, all life is beautiful, yo. I think it was in the middle of that my favorite, and I don't mean this as bullshit. My favorite memory of Connie is the day he played Part of Your World on his live stream. That is not a bullshit statement. And it's very telling that he would choose that song. But it's my favorite memory because it was honestly the first time I saw Rebel display any sort of happiness or joy that had nothing to do with getting money for smoke. He playing that song that day genuinely put a smile on his face. And I liked that. And for just a tiny little second, I saw a glimpse of who he might have been had his poisoned tree not poisoned the little apple. This is something that Connie has referred to on live streams. It's why it's why I believe the story about his mother having an aneurysm, because that story kind of poured out in such an unguarded moment. The truth is, though, and see, that's another thing. You completely misunderstand me. I said your mother did have an aneurysm, but it was years ago. You revealed that on that panel where you're arguing with your mother, that how she was a heroin addict. And until he was, I don't know, 18, 16 years old or so. No, until he was 18 years old. And then everybody felt sorry for her because she had an aneurysm. So this is something that he has said himself. She was a heroin addict, and that's why people want to help him at first. Because his origins are pretty pathetic. They are. Yeah. It's no wonder he has problems. But the time comes in your life, because as you're so fond of pointing out, Rebel, you are 33 years old. So it's kind of past the point of being able to lean on that. I've heard you talk about, well, maybe they had good parents. You know, there are people growing up poor growing up with a bad parent is not a permanent excuse for being a shit human being forever. It's up to you to improve yourself, to improve your life. Yeah, no, she didn't. Well, yeah. But that was a very unguarded moment between Rebel and his mother, where he screamed about her heroin addict, and then everybody had to feel sorry for her because she had an aneurysm. Because I do believe she had one. I just don't believe it was timed at the same time that you were going for that GoFundMe with that sad picture of your mother. There's also the fact that if your mother did need surgery for an aneurysm at that point, it would have been completely covered by her Mass Health. So you wouldn't have needed money for brain surgery. That argument doesn't hold any water. Hey, Richard. Hey, Prester John. Look who's here. This is my Tober's New York Tyrant Hunter. He is 12 years old. He's been my constant companion since the day he was born. And he's an exceptionally sweet and docile cat. Yay, baby. He's a very good boy. He is a sweet baby. So, yeah, he's a big boy. Last time he was at the vet, he weighed 17 pounds. And that's right, full ride disability. So any medical expenses would be covered by Mass Health. And Caruso, why don't you come up here? I dropped the link. Somebody? Anybody? He is large and in charge. That's true. I'll never be able to replace him. Well, let's see. You know, my favorite month is November. I'm excited because next weekend is our wedding anniversary, mine and my husband's. So this weekend we celebrate being married for 23 years. And we've never been able to really do that, to celebrate our anniversary, because when my husband and I got married, we were both retail people, and we got married on Black Friday weekend. How we found time to get married on Black Friday weekend, that's still kind of a mystery, but we managed it. But he stayed in retail, so we just never got to celebrate. It was always something maybe we crammed in on a different day for a hasty dinner out or whatever. So my husband, he retired this year at 68. Hey, Elchie. But yeah, he retired this year. And so now we can celebrate. Let's see. You know what? Looks like AC is about to go live. So I've done my thing. As you all know, I've said what I had to say. That's all I really give a shit about. It's not about the subs. It's not about the clicks. It's not about the views. It's definitely not about any fucking donos. And people that care, they'll show up and they'll listen, and people that don't, won't. That's just the name of the game. But I know you are listening, Connie. I know you listened today. So your mother did have expectations. She did expect you to get on here and grift. She thinks it's perfectly okay that you're 33, shiftless, jobless, loser, and you always have been. And that's not something that became a thing because of YouTube. It's not something that became a thing because the state took your grandmother's home. This is something that was in play before any of that existed. You were a jobless adult leech living in a family-owned home. And that was true before YouTube, before Facebook, before Kate Peters, before Kate Peter, before Aiden Kearney. It was true before any of it. And yes, your story started with the ice cream chair. It really did start with the ice cream chair. In a huge way. A huge way. Because even then, Connie, even at 6 or 7 or however little kid you were, you felt that you were entitled to not participate, to not contribute, to be the exception. I was so small, I couldn't reach that table. Please. I've seen kids stand up on a step stool in front of the kitchen sink learning how to do dishes next to their mother. Fuck out of here. You just didn't want to help. That's all. You're a stubborn little shit who thinks you're too good to contribute to your family, too good to contribute to society. And the laughable thing is you have delusions of being able to land some woman that's going to bank you. Well, guess what? That ain't going to happen. You want to know why? Because no woman in the world worth her salt, no woman in the world capable of generating the income to support you in the lifestyle that you have big flashy pipe dreams of aspiring to is going to put up with a leech who won't contribute, that won't work, that won't be in the game with them, that just expects to be dragged along for the ride, because that's what you would be. You wouldn't be in the shit with them. You wouldn't be a partner. You'd just be a dependent and a leech. That's all. And no woman that is that intelligent and independent and capable of doing that for you is going to want you because of that. Another dose of reality. Allergic to reality and truth. The problem is I'm allergic to bullshit. And that seems to be all we get from you. And with that, I'm going to sign off. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend.